And they thought 15% tariff won't change the price enough that everyone switches to non-European goods. By the way, I do want to say very clearly, the data is now out. Like, who is paying the tariffs? It is still American consumers. Like 80% of the tariff is paid by American consumers paying higher prices. So it's not like it's a great thing for us. We're raising more money from tariffs, but it's not. It's just less bad than it is for them.
So I was going to ask you look at this from an American perspective.
Yeah.
Is the main downside or the only downside that we have to pay more, or we have to pay more for European goods?
Yes.
But that's it.
That's the downside, yeah.
And what is the win from Trump's camp's perspective?
Tons of money raised from tariff revenue.
I.e. from Americans
paying Americans more. Paying more. It's like a VAT tax. And then over time, the idea is that extra tax is going to make European manufacturers less competitive to Americans, and we'll get some of that business. Can I maybe a cascading bit of logic here and jump in to correct me if I'm wrong. My understanding, goods from Europe are usually finished higher end products rather than things that are used to build or produce things, right? Like a lot of what we get from China or Canada might be timber or oil or minerals, right? Sure. Things that go into the base manufacturing of something else in the United States that you go on to make a house out of the timber, for example. Sure.
But from Europe, you're buying more finished goods or higher end goods like BMWs.
Luxury goods, wine, pharmaceuticals, cars. Yeah, right. Those are like their big.
So even though the prices are going up on those things, the impact to American businesses might also be lower because they're end consumer products that are, do you see what I mean? They don't influence the cost of a bunch of things after the fact. Whereas, or do you not think that's true?
I see what you're saying, but I think economic theory would say that over time, like an American wine producer is going to have an advantage long-term over the European one if they have to pay 15%, if there's a 15% tariff that makes them more expensive. Mm-hmm. Like that should eventually happen. What Europe is gambling on is that 15% is not big enough to change anyone's buying habits.
Yeah.
Like they'll just take this smaller tariff. It kind of sucks. Their prices are gonna be more expensive, but the structure of global trade won't change.